Hello, guys. Welcome back to the podcast. I have some breaking news coming straight out of Guyana. Today, the Guyana authorities have released its findings in the autopsy of Adriana Young, and this is just the second day after Adriana's body was transferred to or taken to Atlanta, USA for the second autopsy. Now, the Guyana authorities have decided to finally release their findings after this young child's remains were sent elsewhere. I don't know what's really the cause of this. I don't know if it's pressure. I mean, I don't know what happened, but it no look good. Now, my people, a lot of you have been following this story. A lot of you, you know, been, jump on after the story broke. Some came as it happened. But we're all here and we're all here under one common understanding. And it is that she went with her family to the Double Day Hotel, which resulted in her being missing some hours later. I want us to take a look at this screen grab that I got from um, the Guyanese critics just a few hours after Adriana went missing. As we try to piece this thing, as we try to, put it together to make some sense or to make make it make sense. I'm lost for words, guys. I'm really lost for words. Let's take a look at this screen grab as we, try to put it together. Shocking, shocking, shocking.
From just outside of the Doubleday Hotel where an 11-year-old has gone missing. She came out with her grandmother for an outing, and the family, the mother, the grandmother, and all the family are here and have not been able to locate her since 1 o'clock today. Now, I just been and speak to management because I want clarity on what is going on and why it is going on. So the reason all of these people they're outside here, all of these family members they're outside here, is because, so let me break it down for you. Let me talk to the mother first. Where the mommy there? Let me talk to the mother first, and then I will give you a preview of what management told me from Double Day just now. Where the mommy there? Where the mother? So the mother is gone. Where the grandmother? So it seems the police has taken away. Yes, ma'am.
They called me, sir.
No. Anybody who could give us an idea what happened earlier. I just talked to the management of the hotel, claiming that the cameras are not working and have not been working, right?
All right, so the child that is missing is my niece. She's my little sister's daughter. I got a call this afternoon saying that my sister is
What
here.
time?
It's who call Shanika, it's who call me. Somebody call my phone.
An average time would work.
All right, they call about 3, I think. About that time they called me. But when I got here, I was told that they are not finding my niece, Adriana Young, since I think about after 1 o'clock, before 2, 1:30, between 1:30 to 2. The owner for here, I was here when I came, my sister and...
They were not finding her from the Double Day Hotel.
Right.
Where she came out for an outing with her grandmother.
She came out here at the Double Day Hotel and Bar. They were inside swimming. All right? When the grandmother asked her about food, sent the little sister to ask her if she wanted food. The little sister couldn't find her. Her clothes is wet. No footwear. All right? The grandmother came out, went across the road there to ask the neighbors if they have cameras and if they can check. But there was nobody at that time to read the cameras. So she asked the grandmother to wait until 5. So when I came, son came, that's double Dede's son. He showed no sympathy, no empathy. He didn't us and say, oh my gosh, I don't know what's happening. Nothing at all. He showed no sympathy, no empathy. He stood off there. I saw somebody pong him. He told the guy that, oh, she left already. Now, we want answers. All right, this is an 11-year-old child that don't give any problems to her parents. No boyfriend problem, no wandering problem, nothing. She would not just up and leave this hotel, wet clothes, bare feet. All right, so we're out here because we need to find her. We need some answers. How can you have an establishment like this?
All right. So that was the aunt. That was the auntie of the little girl um responding, talking to the Guyanese critics. And this would have been just a few hours after the little girl went missing. He went on further to speak with the mother. He went on further to speak with the mother and the grandmother. And then he left and went directly to the pool. You understand? Then he left and went to the pool. I was trying to get to where what the mother was saying.
Commander, whoever he be, he said that they got footage that she entered the vehicle and they know perfect wherever the person is living. But I should go home. I can go home. What am I going home to do?
All right, so I have to cut it because then she started crying and it's very distressful, not in a bad way, but you understand as a mother. Basically, the mother was saying that um they too also went with the police um to see if they could locate the child, which it was a fake story, not Nagoso. It was two alleged sightings which turned out to be fake. All right. Then she started crying right after that. The officer actually told her to go home. And that was when she broke down on camera as to what should she go home and do. Any mother who can relate to this. I really don't want to play it I really don't want to play it here, but see if you can get the gist, guys. It's very emotional. Now, the grandmother also came and explained what happened during that time frame when all of the family members that went to the double day were at the pool up to the time when they request one, like she asked the kids if they wanted to eat, and she sent one of the younger siblings of Adriana to go for your sister so she could feed them, but she was nowhere in sight. We could ask so many questions, like as to look how many people were at the pool, because we've seen image. I've shown image on this channel of the gatherings, the amount of people at the gathering of people that was there. People sitting all around the pool. People in the pool. There was also a swimming instructor in the pool at one point in time, and all kind of something. You understand what I'm saying? One could question that. Remember now, little kids love to run off to the bathroom. There's this thing when you're going on the water and the weight of the water. Somehow every minute you want to wee. You know how it go, right? Especially here in the pool. That's why I always say I wouldn't bathe in no pool because the amount of piss were inside of the pool. Me no want bathe in no pool because everybody piss as you go in the pool you want to pee. But imagine maybe that child would have wandered off, gone to the bathroom because the female bathroom, the female restroom is visible as you're going to see. The male one was not so visible in the film, in the video, right? So she would have there's a high chance that she may have gone wandered off to the bathroom. As kids do. Come on. I don't know. Let's hear a little bit about the grandmother saying.
by the police. The Guyana police force obviously has to do better. The answer, if you're going to say go home, hotel
Hold on.
on the West Coast. We're going to talk to the mother to get an understanding.
The CID, that's what
Listen to the mother.
The Guyana police force need to explain to the family members how
This is the
this matter
grandmother
is
now.
going to be solved. What are they going home to? Let's talk to the grandmother. Mom, just give me an explanation from your perspective what transpired here.
What transpired is that we came here about 20 past 1. And my grandchildren and them come. We come to bring them up.
I was trying to not play that part because it's very distressful with the mom. Mm. I was trying not to. Bear with me, just bear with me. So we could hear what grandma is saying also. Give her a chance.
To bathe and so on. And when they come and went and changed their clothes. When they change the clothes, they come back and give them money to buy the band. Caroline, you get on the band, you can't go in the pool. So they went. And about 20 to 2, the brother and the sister come and say, Grandma are hungry. And I say, okay, yeah, sit, I can give you a food. So say, man, Gabrielle, Ella, go and call your big sister. Call Adriana to get some food. So when she get up now, when she goes, she said, Granny, Adriana is not in the pool. So at that time, I dropped everything I was doing. And we end up, the whole siblings, everybody end up looking, searching, looking, and we ain't finding no thing. About 2:30, I went over the road and I tell my husband, I said, take me to the station. And he come in the car and we went to the station. The police did come back with us, they search, but them only search this part of the building.
Okay, guys. So, as you heard the grandma, she was giving a timeline of what transpired from when they went there. Everybody, got their band, whomever were going into the pool, they got the wristband. You would have seen somewhere. Um, um, I really don't want to show that photo here. It's very distressful. You would have seen Adriana's photo on the side of the pool with her wearing that wristband, that wristband like it's a dark blue that they got for them to go in the pool. They later on, she would have sent the younger ones to tell her come to get something to eat because they were hungry. Come and get something to eat. But to the dismay of the younger one, Adriana was nowhere at the pool, in the pool or at the pool, right? And remember, it was a lot of adults was sitting around and chatting because we've seen the pictures. So you could have seen that everybody was active. As soon as she said, as soon as they realized that the child was nowhere, they went searching, and if the child was not in the pool, remember, no, it is high day, so the pool would be clear. Mm? So if she was in there, remember the skin dark, and the water, the pool is blue. Even in the night image that you're going to see further on, the pool is painted blue. Her skin is dark. So then it would have created like a shadowy figure in the bottom of the pool. You understand? Somebody would have seen. Plus, it had like people went in the pool looking for her. All right. She went to the police, later went to the police station after the child was not discovered wrong by the pool area, wherever they looked. Wherever they looked, not they never said they look over the whole hotel, wherever they looked. The police later returned with her after she went to file a complaint. And as she's saying here that they only search one area. Now I don't know why, maybe because the other parts were occupied. We don't know. We don't know. I don't know. But she's saying now that the police only search one area, they never search another area. I don't know. You understand? So in these cases, guys, it's crazy the way how things happening. Crazy. There was this one photo also that surfaced a few days ago with a alleged officer that was coming out of one of the rooms upstairs while smoke was bellowing over his head coming out from behind the room that he exited. That photo was making its rounds on social media. So people are giving hints. Like me say, the way how life is nowadays, everybody is walking with a gadget in them hand that can take some kind of records, that can some evidence is the word I'm looking for. So it is to me at this point, regardless of what they're saying now about their findings in the autopsy, to me at this point, there is enough evidence out there to piece something together. At least something. That is just all I'm saying.
Then they start the other part. We come out back and the police be looking for camera. We went to the sawmill man down there. He was saying, he said, man, okay, yeah, come in. We sit down there like an hour looking. We ain't find nothing. When we end up come back here, we waiting for these people over here to come home to get the camera. In any case, my nephew come and he started to run the camera and he found it.
Okay, so they searched the cameras over the other side of the road, the sawmill and wherever. You know, the people them give them authority to search, but they saw the family entering, but not the child leaving. Them never see the picnic left. You understand? As per the earlier claims that the police them say, them see when the picnic left at two different, she was spotted at uh, two different locations. Lord of mercy. I don't know what to say. Let me just move on from the grandma, because basically we got the timeline. We got the timeline from the auntie. We also heard a little bit from the mother as to where they went. The timeline also, and as to where they went. The mom section is very distressful. I really don't want to create, nothing more. Yeah, so it's very emotional, and you understand. So understand with me, bear with me, guys. So we've got all the timeline. Now, what I want to show you is when the Guyanese critics walk back freely. Now, all these times the child is missing, they still didn't turn up with anything. The officers also would have looked at the pool, not in, at. Yeah, would have looked at the pool and them not see nobody. The area business was still going on at the facility, right? As you will see, where the gentleman holding the camera is walking in and out freely. People are still there. It is still in operations. God He knows. So even if most likely if they were to look for anything, any evidence anywhere, it would have been hard. It would have been hard because there's so many people going in, out, in, out, in, out. Take a look for yourself. And nothing is caught enough, business not stop, and the people, the family is standing, and the whole place, the whole people, the whole community is standing on the outside, lingering and waiting just to get a little answer as to where this little angel would have been. Mind you, take a look.
Who called somebody, who called the management and said, man, critic is outside. He wants to know what is going on. Give an explanation. So I asked the management, I said, what is the process here? So the process here is you walk and come into the double D, right? The process here is you walk and come into the double D. You come through the door. You come through the door. That's the process. There's people here. And most of the times, most people, if you don't go to the counter, you come in most likely to entertain yourself in the hotel, in the hotel area. So you go to the lobby if you want, hook up, forget a room, you'd go there, and then you walk in. Now when I walk in, I see camera there. I see camera up top. Well, there's lights, there's not cameras, right? But I see camera there. And I asked the management, I said, what's going on with the cameras? There's a female washroom here, there's a bar here.
Right. Okay. Take a look at the washroom area, how close it is to the pool.
The management explained to me that when you come and if you're going to use the pool, and as you can see,
You see how clear the pool is, guys? Enough. If there was any obstruction in the pool, Mr. Obstruction, any object, I beg your pardon, anything, a foreign body, anything, because it's a body of water and there's a step in it. There's steps in it. You can see the steps even from a distance. Take a look, even though that's the shallowest part, but you can still see something.
see the pool here clear. Like when the family said they went in the pool and check, everybody went in the pool and check. Normally, you ain't got to check if there's a body in this pool. You could see it because the pool is clear.
Exactly. Exactly. You could see it's clear enough that you could see the blue paint at the bottom. That is what I was trying to get at. It is clear in, because remember, it's not the water that is blue, or the paint. It is the paint that is showing through the thick body of water same way. So the bottom blue, the sides blue, and it is still coming through the water. It's still reflecting through the water. It's not even reflecting, whatever you want to call it. I'm no scientist. Yeah? It's still showing through the water. So I'm saying if there was an object in there, any foreign body, anything else inside that they will not belong other than water and the color blue paint, obviously somebody would have seen something.
Right? So, obviously, the young lady, the 11-year-old who has gone missing from this place, is not in this pool.
Now, guys, I don't know if you're joining now. If you're just joining, this is hours after. So the child went missing about one-ish, one something, and this is like during the same evening. There he's live walking around. Business is being conducted same way. So this is not like no other way long time before. This is a present thing. You understand? Right, live while the child is missing. Take a look how clear the pool is till you can see the blue paint or the blue tile, whatever. Blue tile, blue paint. I don't know what it is. It actually looks like tiles.
Right? So I walking around, I looking, I talk to management before I talk to the mother and the father to make sure I have an inclusive story. Everybody knows what.
Take a look, take a look. That's the deeper end. Right there, so where that thing is would have been the deeper end because remember, he's already past the steps. It's a little like slightly milky in a way. I don't know if it's the chlorine, I don't know what it is, or the light reflection, but it is still clear enough for you to see the tiles. I was saying paint, it's the tiles. It's blue tiles.
What's going on, why it's going on, and so on. Right? So you got the pool here. The
Look,
pool.
you see the light, the way how the light falls on the water, it creates this white hue. And maybe, from the day's activity, you may find all kind of little things inside there. But it is clear enough. Look at how the light falls on the water, is falling on the water. You can see a difference between where the brighter light, you can see where it falls, where the brighter light is versus where there's like a shadowy part of it. There's a brighter side in the middle over to the right side, and as it comes to where he is pointing from, it's a little darker, but not too dark because you were seeing it. You were seeing you were seeing it before, right?
Water looks clear to some
Exactly.
extent, but still, if I don't know the depth of this pool.
Look at the reflection at even the light them on the water. Hey.
So if you go, that is saying 8 feet. That is saying 6, 7.
Okay, so if it's 8 feet, 8 feet, we're going bit by bit because so we can understand. Like we said, we're trying to piece together. This is live. The time just hours after the young child was missing. Look how the water, the light is shining on the water. Look at a little difference between the spot shiny section where the light is. Then it shows the reflection of the building around it, beside it or away from it. It's clear enough, and you're seeing the blue hue from the tiles. Yeah.
And feet 6 inches, 5 feet 5 inches. If you look at it, right? That's
Now take a look there. Look. You can see so many different things in that water, and that's how many? Five. That's like me. 5'5". That's how deep that is. And how far is that section from where he just moved the camera? 3 more feet, right? Or 2 more feet? Come on.
Saying 5'5". They're saying 7'6". They're
Okay.
saying 8 feet.
All
So
right.
for 8 feet is reasonable depth.
Okay, take a look now. Now you see you're getting a better view from where he's standing. I mean, forget about his hand in the way. You can see everything right there at the deepest part. You're seeing it, except for that spot where the light is. But if he move the camera back and forth as he move, let's see if he will walk around.
For a pool. So you would have to go in and check in the pool, right? The young lady is not in the pool. So it could be ruled out that she drowned. Family members who are now just outside here are visibly concerned and worried because not much is coming. Why doesn't this hotel have cameras working?
And not even that alone. The grandmother said that family members, everybody, cousin, whomever, everybody jumped in the pool and went and did a search. Them jump into the pool and went and did a search. So it simply means that they were swimming around, diving deep to find if she's down on the flooring of the pool, at the bottom of the pool.
I spoke to management. Management said that only today yesterday, they started servicing the cameras, shut down everything, and then the cameras this is what management told me directly. The cameras for only the upstairs were completed.
All right. So if it's for only the upstairs and they were completed, why wasn't there any one of those camera in position to the pool or like make it make sense? Only upstairs. So none of those cameras upstairs that were completed weren't running at the time? None? When the family asked and they said that none of the cameras are working, and the police then went back with the family. Remember now the grandma went and made the complaint and the police them come back with the grandmother. Why? When they ask about the camera, why could they say none of the cameras were working? Why couldn't they tell them that only the ones upstairs? So let them go up live and go and check. Or go not even go up live. Go to the hub and check. Run just like how they went over to the sawmill and all the other places over across the road and they saw you all and saw them y'all saw them went in but never seen the child come out. Why they couldn't? Isn't those cameras upstairs direct pointing to the pool because the business is facing to the road? So it's quite obvious that you would have want those cameras pointing to somehow, in case a bandit is gonna come off of the road and enter your business. You want if guests going upstairs, you want to have a visual on them at all times because that's where the entrance to the upstairs is. Boy, anyway, guys. So as you seen there, I was just trying to piece together the early time, the early part of how it all happened. So as per um the Guyana authorities, um we've seen where we've seen where it is saying here that the child is not in the pool. The pool, let me see if I could find like a good let me see if I could find like a proper okay, a proper view. Oh my God. A proper view of the pool. All right. That's the pool right there. I'll leave it right there. Let's just listen in now to, now that you have a proper view of the pool, let's listen in to what um the Guyana authorities has said, as per them, no sign of foul play. Guys, let me tell you something. What happened to her knees? It's just because I don't want to share that image here. What happened to the child's knees that eat out? Anyway, let me see if we can listen to. Let's listen in. I have it on my phone. Let's listen in to what the authorities have said. Hours ahead of a second autopsy, the Guyana police force scrambled to release the findings of the first autopsy. In a statement, the police said that a comprehensive post-mortem examination, including toxicology and DNA testing, was carried out. The Guyana police force says it has confirmed that the death of 11-year-old Adriana Younge was due to drowning, with no signs of foul play. Sexual assault kit and DNA analysis for potential suspects were negative. There was no evidence of restraint, struggle, removal, and return of the body, according to the Ghana police force. Quote unquote. Pathologists concluded that Young drowned, likely sank to the bottom of the pool, and later surfaced due to natural decomposition processes common in tropical climates, the Ghana police force said. Neither knows understands that detectives are currently preparing investigative case file for submission to the Director of Public Prosecutions for her perusal and legal opinion. Young's body was discovered on April 24, 2025, in the swimming pool of the Doubleday International Hotel after she went missing the day before. Her body was flown up. All right, all right. Okay. So, based on their findings, it is that she may have drowned. As we can see, there's nothing in the pool. Also, that upon drowning, she would have sunk to the bottom of the pool, and the following morning, due to the tropical climate, that would have caused, the body to start to decay. So, my question is, I'm no scientist, I'm no doctor. My question is, how is it? Now, a fool asks questions to be wise. What happens if you fall in the pool, you become unalive, you sink to the bottom? Shouldn't rigor mortis take over at that time? Like we've seen live on a few days ago. I didn't show it here on the channel, but if you guys follow all that has been happening after Adriana's case, where we saw a family member for the owner of another establishment who does maintenance went to clean when him done in take a swim, went into the pool, swam this way, that way, and on his way back, apparently had some kind of maybe medical distress. We saw on live where he, because the camera was running, where he went, the moment he lifted his arms, he lost balance and he went down slowly. We saw how him slowly, time lapse video showed how him slowly stiff out rigor mortis. Have you seen the clip where Adriana's father jumped in the pool and carried that little child's body? It was as if she probably just crawl out from some place and drop inside there and inhale. Or I don't know. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that that was what happened. But what I'm trying to get at is that there was so much life in the limbs. She was basically what we call flimsy. She was flimsy, not stiff. Flimsy. Even her feet, there was like life. Hold on. I don't know how much of this I can obscure. I didn't see anything much like look, um can you see this, guys? You see how or oh, look at her hands. Look at the foot them how them bend. Like how them bend, literally bend. Huh? Literally bend. What is that mark on the hand? Just a few hours after? Hey, let me move that quick and fast. You see what I'm trying to get at? So I'm asking if, if, because I really don't. If you're dead, like in most cases when I'm taking out people out of house, back in the days when my great aunt passed, I passed in the house. My great aunt, my great grandmother in the house. I was right there. Her head was in my lap when she took her last breath. In those days, not even doctor no come. Not even doctor. All we say, somebody run go to the hospital to let them know that a elder just passed. And by the time them for come, we will already have her wrap up in a sheet and she was stiff, straight like a 6 o'clock. So I'm asking again, on that thing, photo that I showed a while ago, does this look like somebody with rigor mortis? No. Thank you. No. That foot would have been straight out. That hand that is actually almost rested on her abdomen. They probably would have had to break them hand to put there. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, guys, in today's date and time, them for no say everybody is already woke to that extent where them can't fool nobody. Things not gonna be brushed under the rug like that anymore. There has to be some accountability. This enough is timeline. What you see on the screen here that this gentleman was doing. I will link his video. Big up yourself. I don't know if it's a one person thing or it's an entity. I will link the video in the description as I always do. Show some support to the channel because this yeah so is golden. It's golden because nobody else really have this. Unless I don't know, because I haven't seen anything as crystal clear as this. I don't see nothing else other than some foggy photos that was going around and around. He went in and he get it tap, 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 tap. Auntie, mother, grandmother. Bam. He was also meeting some resistance. He was also meeting some resistance. He was also meeting some resistance when he went to the establishment. And sadly, he had to get his get some information from somebody else as to how him can get in. Them have somebody else, as him saying, call somebody who call somebody who call somebody. You know it go. Period. But anyway, guys, we have to just continue to keep our eyes open and our ears peeled as we await. And before I go, let me just complete as we await the second autopsy. But before I go, in that news clip a while ago, we heard that the toxicology report finding said, but guess what? How can the toxicology report finding said that? Whatever. When there was on the day of the first autopsy, Didn't we hear they say that, or there was some press conference somewhere? Didn't we hear them say that the findings would take some 3 months, or maybe things change just to appease the quick and fast findings? All me have to say is just let's hope that nobody no dig themselves deeper in a no hole for brush this thing under the rug. I'm not judging, but it's too evident that something is wrong. As they say, there's no foul play, no show, no sound, no signs of foul play, no evidence of foul play, and what them find in the toxicology report, and it is consistent with drowning and rate. Yo, me never seen nothing so mysterious in my life. Honestly, my people. But anyway, let us continue to have our open dialogue in the comment section. I know that it is going to be a tug of war in the comment section. I've seen it coming for days now, based on what people were saying. What if it is drowning? What the parents them gonna say or what we gonna say? But I'm sorry. Based on the image and this video here, I leave it in God's hands. Blessed love, everybody. Peace out.